In a world that never stops asking, have you ever felt like you had to say yes to everything? To every request, every favor, every expectation? This is a story about Rohan, but in many ways, it could be your story too. Rohan was the kind of person everyone relied on. At school, if a classmate needed help with homework, he would drop everything to assist them. At home, if his family needed errands done, he would rush out the door without hesitation. At work, if a colleague needed support, he would stay late to help, even if it meant missing dinner. At first, he felt good about it. After all, wasn't kindness a virtue? Didn't helping others mean he was a good person? But as time passed, the weight of his endless yeses started to press down on him. His energy drained. His personal dreams got pushed aside. His free time disappeared. He felt exhausted, but every time someone asked for something, he forced a smile and said, "Of course, I'm happy to help," even when he wasn't. One evening, after finishing yet another errand for someone else, Rohan collapsed onto his bed. His phone buzzed. It was a message from a friend. "Hey, can you help me move? Some things tomorrow?" Rohan stared at the screen. He hadn't eaten properly that day. His back ached. His own work was unfinished. He knew he needed rest, but the thought of saying no made his chest tighten. What if they get upset? What if they think I'm selfish? What if they stop liking me? So like always, he typed, "Sure, I'll be there." And with that, he let go of another piece of himself. A teacher's lesson. The next day, Rohan's exhaustion was impossible to hide. His teacher, Guruji, noticed his dull eyes and tired posture. After class, Guruji called him aside and led him to a quiet place under an old banyan tree. "Rohan," he said gently, "you remind me of this tree. People come to it for shade, for fruit, for rest. It gives to everyone." Rohan nodded. "That's a good thing, isn't it?" Guruji smiled. "It is. But tell me, if people kept pulling off all its branches, if they stripped it of every leaf, if they carved their names into its bark without care, what would happen?" Rohan hesitated. "The tree would wither. It wouldn't be able to give anything anymore." Guruji placed a hand on his shoulder. "Exactly. And you, my boy, are no different. If you keep giving without taking care of yourself, one day you will have nothing left to give." That night, Rohan sat with his thoughts. For so long he had feared that saying no would make people stop liking him, but now he realized saying no wasn't about pushing people away. It was about making sure he had something left to give. The next time someone asked for a favor, Rohan paused. He checked in with himself. If he had the time and energy, he gladly helped. But when he was exhausted, when he needed a break, when he had his own priorities to focus on, he said, "I'd love to help, but I can't right now." At first, people were surprised. Some were even disappointed. But those who truly cared about him understood. And something amazing happened. Rohan felt lighter, stronger, happier. He still helped others, but now he also helped himself. Your story. Maybe you've been in Rohan's place. Maybe you felt guilty for saying no. Maybe you've given so much that you've forgotten how to take care of yourself. But here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. Saying no isn't selfish. It's necessary. Because when you take care of yourself first, you can give from a place of strength, not exhaustion. So the next time you feel pressured to say yes when you really need to say no, remember this story. Remember that you too deserve space to grow, rest, and thrive. And when you do, you'll be stronger, happier, and truly free.